Hello everybody, this is Red Scar Fox coming at you with a different video today. This video is going to be a quick overview and thoughts on the new Geara Doga Commander Beam machine gun that has been recently added to the game in the update, the Zaku 4 update to be exact. And I've tested it out in a couple rounds, and it's a very interesting weapon. With some one unique quality that I found about it that I'm going to try to showcase, but I'll probably have to more explain it. But we're going to take it to port base here, and I'm going to be using the Regelgu because I have the level 3, and the only suit that I have that I can use that is the level 3 Regelgu. And this is going to be a unmodified Regelgu with no added parts to boost any of its stats, so this is going to be the weapon in its purest form. So let's take it out and let's get started. So as we're waiting for that, the suits that can use this are the Geara Doga, the Regelgu, and the Geara Doga QA, and again, this is the Geara Doga Commander Beam Machine Gun, or as labeled in game, the GD Commander Beam Machine Gun. It has levels 1 through 3, and it is also a 1-star weapon, which is better than the 3-star bazookas, like the D-type bazooka we've been having to see recently. So here it is on the Regelgu here, and we are going to test it on all 3 suits, so Dejay, Palace, and Geplant over there. So before we start, the stats for this gun, at level 1 it has a power of 400 and a range of 400. At level 2 the power goes up to 420 and the range 405, and at level 3 the power is 440 and 410 for the range. For the shared stats, they all have an ammo capacity of 25, they have a cooldown of 2 seconds, a reload time of 12 seconds, and a focus of 3 seconds. So first, we're going to use the uncharged fire. You can focus this, and we're going to use the burst fire mode, which fires 5 shots, and you can see we have 460 damage, and if all 5 shots hit, they actually can stun an enemy, and this is the first thing I want to go into with this weapon. I found out that if you use the uncharged burst, and all 5 of your shots hit, I think it will actually go through maneuver armor from what I've seen, because I've hit a Dresden and a Rigazi with all 5 of the burst shots, and they stopped while they were boosting. So I think this can actually go through maneuver armor uncharged. So we're going to hit the Palace now. With the Palace, it doesn't stun in the 5. I think it takes 7 or 8. And as you can see, we're still getting a good 329 damage off on it. Now we're going to use the charge shot on both of these. So for the Dejay, you get a good 2,500 damage. And on the Palace here, good 1,816. So now we're going to move, while this is reloading, we're going to move over here to the Geplant over here. And now we're going to test it on him. The damage should hopefully be higher because type advantage. And good 413 damage, and once again it does stun, and I think if the Geplant was boosting, it should go through his maneuver armor. I might be able to test it. I'll put on the AI once I test the charged. Good 3,200 damage right there. So I'm going to set enemy AI on, and I'm going to see if it will try to boost, and it goes through. Alright, so yeah. So overall, it's a very nice weapon, interesting weapon. It has some really good stats. Poke this guy real quick. So I think it's a pretty decent weapon. I think if any of the suits that can equip this are going to benefit the most, I think it's going to be both the Geara Doga and the Doga QA, because this will give the Geara Doga a new instant stun. So the machine gun that the Geara Doga already uses is a rapid fire one, and it is hard to kind of get stagger with it, so this might be able to help it. Get a little close up of it. Oh, that's not it. Maybe I'm just too close to it. But there we go. But anyway, so the Geara Doga I think would benefit from using this a lot. I've already seen a lot of Geara Dogas use this over the regular beam machine gun. And the Doga QA, I think, is also going to benefit a lot from this. I don't have the QA, but I've heard a lot about the Gatling not being that good. So I think having an instant stun capability, also with the fact that this can go through maneuver armor with the uncharged shot, I think will help that suit as well. For the Regelgu, I'm unsure if this might be the best weapon for it, because the beam rifle that the Regelgu already comes with is already a pretty decent instant stun beam rifle. You don't have to charge it. Instant stuns, damage is good, and it has the added barrel grenade. So I'll have to test it a bit more to see which one I actually prefer to use. But from what I got, I think it's pretty good. And like I said, it's a 1-star weapon too. It's not a 2 or 3-star, so it's a lot easier to get. I actually got mine from the free 10-spin for the event, so hopefully I can get some of the other levels as well, so I can test it on the Geara Doga. But I think this weapon has potential. I think it's definitely going to be used by mainly the Geara Doga and the Doga QA. Regelgus, I don't think are going to try to go for it as much. But if you do want something that can go through an enemy's maneuver armor and offers some pretty decent burst damage, this is a good weapon. Also, if you like say the Geara Tetra's beam machine gun, or maybe something like the Gelguk Jaeger's burst for its beam machine gun, if those are like the weapons that you like, this would also be a very good pick. But yep, short video today, just some thoughts, just some testing, and let me know down below what you think of the new Geara Doga Commander Beam Machine Gun. Is it a weapon you like, and do you think that's gonna be, you think people are gonna use it a lot? That's lack for better terms. Do you think it's good, basically? Is it something that you personally like to use? And make sure to like and subscribe. And also let me know if you want to see more videos like this, where I test out weapons and maybe suits. And I will see you guys in the next one. Later.